Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Jaden, and in August 2025, I bought an abandoned homestead in the snowy mountains of New South Wales. Just a little bit about me. I was born and raised in Tasmania, but left that behind to go to Sydney for work opportunities. But I'd always had this yearning to go back to a simpler life. So when it was financially viable, I bought this abandoned homestead, and now I'm renovating and transforming it into a self-sufficient oasis. That means that eventually I want to be able to raise and grow all my own food. These videos is going to document my entire journey. So subscribe if you love homesteading, subscribe if you love DIY, because I've got it all here. Anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed the videos and thank you so much for watching. I started my week back in Sydney. I was still very sick at this point, but I needed to come back. I needed to style the apartment for sale. And this is obviously the before video, before I styled it. So as you can see, there's clutter absolutely everywhere. Pretty poor pillows and stuff there on the couch. Some shelves next to the TV which look horrible. Stuff all over the balcony. I have a random bookcase there with mementos, or curios, as they would call it in my old job. Pretty cluttered bathroom. And of course, oh, you can hear my cough there. It's still quite sick. My bedroom, just an absolute mess. Anyway, so I did all this work sick, and unfortunately I really couldn't film it because the housemates were here and around and it wasn't fair to them to be filming them. So it's just a before and after. And as you can see, now it's all decluttered. All looks beautiful and nice. Some greenery, some plants. And you can see it does make a massive difference to the desirability of the property. So hopefully this styling and decluttering is going to do the trick and help my apartment sell, because once it's sold, that's going to free up a lot of funds for me to be able to use on the homestead. That's buying equipment like an excavator, maybe even a bulldozer, things like a flail mower, forestry mulcher, a wood chipper, a hydraulic wood splitter, so as so many people have suggested to me. But anyway, probably by the last day I was in Sydney, and this is just before I left, I was actually starting to feel quite well. But when I got back to the homestead, got stuck back into it, and I decided I was going to get the walk-in pantry done straight away. Walk-in pantry, so a bit better now. Lots of extra shelving. Chocolate. It's good. Make a big difference in keeping the kitchen a bit neater and tidier. The office / library is starting to look pretty cozy. Got some cool stuff there. Books, lots of books, as you can see. Lots of farming books, lots of homesteading books. Wheel of Time, good series. I haven't been reading much, so too busy. Random books from when I was at uni, which I never finished. That was a waste of time. Then put some more shelves in here. All the, electronic equipment, torches and stuff, just so I'm not scrounging around being like, where did I leave that? And extra flooring I haven't moved yet. So the office / library is starting to look pretty cool. I like it. So I decided to show a complete cooking segment, not to show off my brilliant, awesome cooking skills, but just to show you that cooking on a slow combustion stove isn't all that bad. It just requires a little bit of preparation. So as you can see, I'm gathering sticks here, and then I'm gonna go cut some smaller wood and start the fire and hopefully cook a nice meal.
Okay, so I'm out the side of the house, the one that's closest to the border, so eastern house, obviously. My fence line's pretty much where that massive thick tree is. So this border's quite close. So we have dam there, and the idea is I'm going to fill a bit of the dam in, then line it, and then turn it into a natural swim pond by, grabbing rocks like this and moving them down, stacking them and, putting sand and gravel and everything in it. So it'll look pretty nice. But all these trees, one, as you can see, quite close to the house. So if that catches on fire and falls over, obviously the house is gone. So one, need to get rid of all these trees to clear a proper fire break. And two, the trees I want cleared because obviously I want to put little shrubs and stuff in here and make this a nice garden because I want the pond there. I want to be able to pump the water up to about here where these rocks are. Then have a little artificial creek with the water going down. So the wetlands filter, this will all dig this out and make a wetlands filter. So quite a bit of work to do. And you can see there's some old stumps and stuff there as well, which that's all right. They'll burn out pretty easy. They look like they're 30 or 40 years old. So that's one bit I need to do. So this is what I'm going to be doing today. It's cutting down these trees, and looks like two of them, one half of them, maybe two of them I'll keep to mill, the rest firewood. So these trees around the tank as well, I want to cut these down. Don't know if I'll get to it today, we'll see. And around here at the back, we've got this piled up. That I want to get rid of. And all these trees here around the tank as well I want to get rid of, because here I want to start clearing this. I want to put vegetable garden in here and then chickens in here as well. So yeah, I think a long day on the chainsaw. Clearing all this out and sort of getting rid of all these little trees and stuff. Okay. Well, nothing to it but to get to it, I guess. Okay, we're gonna drop this tree. It's a bigger one than the other ones, but it's got some really nice branches on it. You see this one, providing weight to fall that away. I am no tree falling expert, but I will show you a close-up of me falling it anyway. I'm just gonna cut a very simple face and then just from the back. No wedges, just straight through. Should be right.
spiders. Ugh. So as you can see, that was a very bad face by me. Actually terrible. I mean, like, not bad lined up on the heights, but yeah, the chainsaw's starting to get a little bit blunt and I should have just sharpened it. Anyway, tree's down where I wanted it to go, so no harm. Dropped most of the trees, just some little ones remaining. So what we'll do is we'll cut all the branches off, the small branches, we'll pile them up on this. There's a massive log here. We'll pile it up there for a burning pile. Then all this great wood here, stack it all up as firewood so that it can start drying. And this here will turn into like sort of Japanese garden, hopefully. So we'll replant way more trees than what there were here before, but trees that are a bit more fire resistant and trees that are not going to grow large and overwhelm the house. So yeah, no wildlife was killed, well, apart from some spiders. And of course, we'll turn this into a nice big pond, and that will be a great massive habitat for ducks and birds and, you know, whatever else. So we are improving the land. Yes, it looks a little bit like eco-terrorism at the moment. No, that's the wrong word. A little bit like eco-destruction at the moment. But, you know, this is what we've got to do in order to plant more diverse species and protect the house from bushfires, and obviously make a habitat, a good, nice habitat, and something neat, you know, that snakes aren't going to be in and stuff. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So there was 2 trees which were a little bit scary to drop because the wind really picked up very quickly, but no, they dropped safe, so all good. So I'm going to deal with the snag tree, the tree that fell in the other tree. And I think that with just put a strap around the bottom of the tree and just pull it, and it should come straight out. That's the theory anyway with the tractor. So I'll strap it up and we'll do that. And so I've just strapped it to the front of the tractor so I can keep an eye on it, so I can just very slowly reverse out. And if it doesn't feel like it's going to come or it's going to be difficult, then because I'll just gently, then I'll put it on the back of the tractor and then we'll try that way. But I don't think it will take much force to get it out. So we'll see what happens. Dear Lord. Oh, thank you for getting snagged on everything.
look at that. Starting to get it nice and cleaned up. Getting it good. Supply for next year and the year after of wood. So some of this won't be dry for next year. Some of it will. It's a good start. Probably want to quadruple what I have here. What's this? Probably 2 months worth of supply here. Anyway, getting this cleaned up. As I said earlier, stack it to about the rock here. And this will be a path down here, straight into this sort of flattish area down there where you see these trees felled, and we'll start putting a tiered vegetable garden there. I think this is getting a fair bit of sunlight. Maybe need to rethink it, depending on these trees and how much sunlight they're getting. We'll see. I think once these ones are cut out, which I'm going to clear around because I need that cleared for Firebreak anyway. So once these done, it will get morning, noon, and then it's just the afternoon sun for the vegetable garden that I'm worried about. But then again, once I've thinned these out, leave the big trees, it might be okay. But I don't think there's really any other place I can put it unless I put it here. But then again, same problem, it's just in shade. Look, I'm just gonna have to do it, aren't I? I think there's just, it's the best place for it. And look, to be honest, it's only 2 or 3 big trees blocking it anyway, so maybe we can drop them if they are such a problem. You know, a little bit of shade won't hurt it. And then of course here on the side of the house, just clearing for the pond. Still got wood on the ground, trees down there, obviously still to cut up. So I've still got a lot of firewood to cut up and then a lot of branches still to stack. But it's coming along very, very nicely. Very nicely. Anyway, that's all for today. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll continue making videos and just getting to it. I'm trying to break it up a little bit more with doing a bit of a renovation, a bit of lifestyle, and a bit of the outside work every video. So we'll see how we go. Anyway, thanks everyone.